Okay, that's fantastic. Good evening to you. Welcome along to round 5 of 12 in season 3 of Turbo Racing League after an opening 4 rounds that have saw twists and turns at most corners. We were supposed to be at Barcelona this weekend, but due to unforeseen problems, instead of that, we're off to Singapore instead, live from the Marina Bay in Singapore. This is round 5 of 12 in season 3 of Turbo Racing League. I'm Mr. Storm, joining the commentary box for the first time this season properly by Sean, and here we go again, my friend. Nearly halfway through the season, Dean has got a very commanding lead in the championship. That's going to dwindle away, though, of course. Now that we're near the 50% mark, who do you think is going to finally step up to the plate now?
Ooh, I mean, it's odd. You have to look at. You obviously have Giuseppe, who's not been feeling himself this game at all, but that could change within a week, because his ability to adapt to everything is just. He's fantastic at adapting. His adaptability is just out of this world.
Yeah.
You also have to look at Kevin over there, my driver. He has the 2 races he has raced. He has gotten pole by quite some margin and seemingly gone for back-to-back wins until his spin last week. Would have been a comfortable win for him until his spin, but that happens. But I've heard this is a very strong track for him, and I've heard that he's quite fast on the rest of the calendar as well.
Well, of course, we are racing in F1 World Cars tonight because of the inability for Codemasters Birmingham to make a game that's actually coded well and to make equal cars equal. So we will be seeing some wacky liveries tonight, maybe. They should kind of be in the guise of your actual team's car, but we're not going to be we're not going to be reviewing that. We're not going to be livery police tonight. So we're going to see what the drivers have come up with. Obviously, we know which teams they're racing for, and we're going to get right underway with Grid Walk. And I think we're going to start with Ryu, who, of course, won a race last night in another league. The adaptation process going quite well. Ryu, unmute yourself, and we'll get talking to you. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
So, we mentioned obviously that it's not been the best of seasons for you in this league, but you did win a race last night around Brazil. Do you feel that Singapore is a track that you can do well around? Do you think you'll be able to finally get that first win tonight in this league?
Yeah, Singapore is usually a track that I really like and have done well in the past. So I think with the conditions tonight, I can just stay consistent, stay on the track, and hopefully get a good result, maybe even the win.
Is this the beginning of your renaissance at this stage of the season?
Maybe.
Looking at your team's place in the Constructors' Championship, because it's not been the best start for you. You're only in fourth, comparing to where you were with Red Bull in the last couple of seasons. Do you think you're going to be able to aid Bottas now, seeing as he isn't racing tonight? But whenever Bottas is here, do you think you'll be able to consistently challenge for podiums and wins?
Yeah, as long as I don't fall asleep before the races again.
That would be a very good thing to do, yeah. Thank you very much, Ryu.
Yeah.
That's the benefit. So I should say that's not even a benefit. That's just being. That's a curse of being in North and South America that you just like sleep through races. That's great. Jamboy, how are you? Unmute yourself.
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Jamboy, it's this has been quite a while. Obviously, last season you had that little period in the commentary box, which went quite well, I think, apart from some glaring issues. But how are you feeling tonight?
Uh, I'll be real, very hot, but I'm feeling good. Hopefully, I can not crash.
Before we come to the F1, is it coming home tomorrow night?
Yes.
Very confident. What's the score going to be?
I reckon either 2-1 or we win on penalties 1-0.
Okay. Uh, Singapore. Is it a good track for you or not? Okay.
I'll be real. I've never raced this on this game, so I don't know.
Okay, well, best of luck to you, Jamboy, and
Thank you.
Sam Rose's mother is going to be safe, at least for now, anyway, so.
Ooh.
Yeah, those were dark enough days. Let's see, who else we got? Let's get a quick word with Balbo.
Yes.
Balbo, look, last season you had a very decent race around here. You had the pace for a bit of time during the race. You had a brilliant race last night with Ryu, obviously, and you were able to keep the pace of him. Do you think that tonight you'll be able to emulate what you did last season around this track?
Not. I don't think so, to be honest.
Why is
Uh,
that?
I just think I'm off the pace, like, too much. If there's gonna be safety cars and I somehow keep up, then maybe, but I don't think I'm gonna be fighting on the top.
What's your overall aim, championship-wise, for the rest of this season?
Not really sure. Maybe top 5 finish.
Okay, well, it's been a decent start for you, Bulbo, and the best of luck to you tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
We've got...
Storm,
what?
change the fucking weather, please.
Oh yeah, I should do that. Why are we having 3 spectators?
Yeah, why is Isaac spectating?
What was that?
Yeah, no, I asked why Isaac is spectating.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Who is Isaac and why is he spectating?
I don't know. I mean, he's my reserve, but I don't know why he's spectating.
Like, can I kick him?
No, because he's gonna race.
Oh,
for
now he's racing. Now he's racing.
he's gonna race for Aston Martin.
Someone left. Someone left.
Oh
We had 13 a minute ago.
God.
Lion lover. Ah, he's back now. We'll get a quick word before we start with, and a very quick word at that with Monks, if he can get on the server muted. Sean's just frantically going onto Discord and just trying to unserver mute him at the moment, so
No.
hopefully Monk's able to start for us.
Uh,
If not, then we'll get a word, I think, with Cludden or potentially even Grippy. I'd like to talk to Grippy. It's been a while. While we're waiting, Grippy, how are you? Grippy, this is Gridwalk. You get interviewed by me. I'm not sure if you know the protocol by now, but looking at how the season has gone at the moment, it's been pretty decent. You've got a second and you've got a third place, and you're in second in the Constructors' Championship. How happy are you at the moment? On a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, fair enough. Thank you very much, Grippy. I hope we're ready to start now. That'll be fun.
Who are we waiting for? We're waiting for what's his name? Racing Diabetes. Is he in the lobby?
Don't think so.
No, he
We get
isn't.
14 drivers tonight. That's a lot of drivers for once. How did we finish off on F123? It wasn't that bad, was it? We had 13 the last race of season 2.
Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna keep up with whoever's racing now with World Cars. So I am fuck.
Well, I have a great solution around that. I have a secondary device, and I'm just going to disregard everything that's on my table, and I'm going to get that. Lion Lover, thank you very much for the friend request. I'll accept that now. I'm not even sure why I've mentioned that, but still. And the dog father wants to be my friend as well. I like that. The dog father. Is Sean the dog father? Is Sean the Skibbity Sigma?
What did you call me? I have no answer from Mr. Racing on Diabetes. Do you have everyone else in? We have Liberty, Cludden, Balbo, Monks, Jamboy, main sheep.
I mean, everyone's here apart from
Rhea
Mr.
Zappo,
Diabetes.
Kevin, Welsh Sponge, hello Sponge, Mr. Ashton, Chocolate, Isaac, and Line Lover. Yeah, that's the only guy we. Oh, Hecron is not in the lobby. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Hecarim retires. Hecarim retires.
Nah, at the end of the season, not yet.
Yeah, but he's going to retire, so...
Yeah, he's not online for me.
We could have like 15 or 16 if people decide to get their act together.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 13 drivers down to Wraiths at the moment, so
I
I think we just start.
mean, he can join during quali, it's fine.
So you know what they say, drivers, start your engines. The qualifying session for the Singapore Grand Prix is live and next.
Oh, have to back up my boy Kevin. I've seen his lap times yesterday and today, and yeah, you guys are in for a shock. Um, mhm. Oh,
Behind him will be, I believe it is Ryu Zappu. Yeah, Ryu Zappu in a, I suppose, a livery, looking like the Kickstarter car. Not, and Jambo's immediately disconnected. That's fantastic. Ryu is going to be first out on track, and we'll see if he can back up win in another league from last night. We'll see if he can get the 25 or potentially 26 points with a Grand Prix victory tonight here at the Marina Bay. I'm not going to commentate with sunglasses on.
that would be quite stupid, I have to say.
Well, no, I had the idea that it stopped my screen from just flashbanging me, but I felt that it's too dark. The tint is too dark for me to actually see, so instead I'm going to go without sunglasses for the purpose of being able to see things properly. Ryu Zappu coming into the last couple of corners now, ready to start his first qualifying run for Kick Sauber. Of course, he has scored no points in any of the Grand Prix so far this season. Out he comes onto the front straight and to start his lap past the Singapore Airlines advertising banner, and then down in towards turns 1, 2 and 3, flicking it into fifth, then fifth again for the second part, and then third gear for turn number 3, heading towards this little straight as he was coming towards turn 4 and 5. Jamboy's back in the lobby, using all the road on the inside and on the outside as he activates the DRS, coming up towards that first sector split. Ryu in, of course, the Kick Sauber after moving from Red Bull during the off-season. First sector split is a 26.119. Flick it left for the next corner, third gear, 150 kilometers an hour, and then flick it right then immediately after, down to second gear to 88 kilometers an hour. Flick it left once again as he comes onto this mini little back straight as he heads towards where the infamous Singapore Sling used to be located between 2008 and 2012. It's not a tricky corner anymore, it's just a left-hander followed by a right-left fast chicane. And then, of course, across the Anderson Bridge into the next left-hander, second gear, 70 kilometers an hour, activates the DRS once again as he heads towards the middle sector split. It looks like it's been a decent lap so far for the Mexican Maestro. Will set a 1 minute 2.486. Then he comes into the right-hander. He used to turn right and then left. There was a chicane. Now it's all just a straight. They're actually remodeling that section. It'll be back in a few seasons' time. Up towards where you would have came out of with that previous chicane, and then in towards the last couple of corners. It looks like it's been a solid enough lap from the Season 2 champion. Here comes Ryu Zappu up towards the line. It's a 1 minute 27.109 to go to the top of the very early time sheets. Cludden is next in a very distinctive liveried car. Second, 1 minute 29.097. Already LFC Monks going into second position in the China car with very distinctive Chinese symbols as well. 1 minute 28.047. Monks goes into second position there. Also coming up towards the line now is Chocolade now, who's in an Alpine Esports liveried car. As an interesting choice of vehicle. Habibi has joined. I'm not sure if Habibi's supposed to be racing tonight. We'll see.
That's Hekron. He's supposed to race.
Oh, right. It's Habibi Hekron. Now that's
Yep.
a very strange choice of. And then goes Kevin to the top of the timesheets. Isaac's retired. Isaac has actually crashed out, so no further participation in this qualifying session. So Hekron's here. Hekron will be starting at the back of the grid after, of course, announcing his retirement earlier on this week. But Sean, your man's top of the timesheets. It's a great start to the session for him.
Yeah, it's a fantastic start from him. He is just about 5 times ahead on mediums as well. You have to keep in mind he is on the medium compound tire, and not
still
the
with you,
softs.
Sean. Just take us through Jamboy's lap there because he's about to start.
Where the fuck is
12.
12? Yeah, you can go.
Chocolate coming up towards the line now in the Alpine Esports livery. Flicking it left twice through that little kink and going into 8th position. The 1 minute 28.572 in his return to the league. He is in 8th position. Jamboy is coming up towards the middle sector split now in his first race this season as well. He's also in the medium compound tire for whatever reason. He is coming up towards that split. He sets a 1 minute 4.190, flicking it right as he heads down towards the long straight. We'll see what he is able to do on his first flying run. 11 minutes and 38 seconds left in this session. Kevin top of the timesheets as it stands with a 1 minute 26.680. Jamboy coming in towards that little chicane and then into that double left-hander to finish off the lap once more. 200 meters of the DRS, 150 meters activates it, comes to the line, and it will put him into 10th for a 1 minute 29.22 for the field, separated by nearly 3 seconds as it stands. goes Bulba up to the line now. 10 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Bulba, of course, did so well in this race last season, of course, before sustaining a little bit of damage. And at the end of the race, he is, of course, in the Racing Bulls car this season, 7th of the championship on 21 points. He's already had one fast stop earlier on this season. He's raced in 2 Grand Prix so far. That are now going to become 3 here at Singapore. Up towards the first sector split comes Bulbo in the Racing Bulls livery, 26.267. Flick it left and then down the short little straight before flicking it right into second gear, 80 kilometers an hour. One more time you go left before heading up to where the old Singapore Sting was. Third gear, fourth gear, and then rising into fifth, putting the foot flat to the floor past the Qatar Airways sponsorship band is where Russell crashed last season. No such mistake for Bulbo here. Flicks it right and then left as he comes on towards the Anderson Bridge. The second sector split is approaching very rapidly indeed. Flicking it left in second gear, 70 kilometers an hour, then rising up to 80, 150, and then he hurtles himself down the back straight with, of course, the aid of DRS middle sector split, 1 minute 2.707. It's apparently a purple middle sector for Bulbo. Don't take that as fact, though the game likes to lie to you quite a lot. Bulbo heading down the long back straight then as he comes in towards the final little chicane on this lap. 8% battery remaining, second gear, third gear for the second part. Not the best run through there, but Bulbo will take it regardless, and then into the final couple of corners. What's this lap going to be for Bulbo in the Racing Bulls? A 1 minute 27.242 to put him into third place. Great lap, Sean.
Yeah, fantastic lap from the Racing Bull driver. Puts him up to P3. 10th and a half behind Rio Zappa there, who is now on an out lap to start his second push lap of today's qualifying.
Well, here comes Kevin. Of course, top of the timesheets immediately, starting another flying run, at this time on the soft compound tyre. He, of course, set his initial lap on the mediums, and he is blisteringly quick. He's in the top 100 around his home track of the Netherlands. We'll see what he's able to do on this flying run. Small kick over Oster coming out of turn number 4, then down on towards the back straight. First sector split, we'll see if it is an improvement for the man who won one race already this season. He's 64,000 to the second up in the first sector. He is 5th in the World Championship at the current moment. Of course, for Mercedes on 36 points, of course, was going to win last week's race for having a massive spin at the S's section. Of course, he is looking for a little bit of redemption tonight to close the gap to his teammate Dean in the championship battle up towards the next chicane. Then third gear as he crosses now the Anderson Bridge. Of course, Felipe Massa and Bruno Senna came together in 2012. Massa getting a great overtake done on the Brazilian. Activates the DRS. He comes down the long back straight. Will he be able to improve in the middle sector? You'd like to think he will. 4.5 tenths up. And this is looking like he might just get into the 1 minute 25s here if he keeps it all nice and together in the final sector. More than less than 7.5 minutes left in this session. It doesn't look like anyone can top this man as he comes into the chicane. Flicks it right, then flicks it left, using all the curb on the inside. Coming into the final 2 corners now. What is this going to be for Kevin up towards the line? It's going to be a 1 minute 26.206, and it's a brilliant lap for him as he further consolidates his lead at the top of the timesheets. Rise up is bailed out of his lap. Ashton has just gone into second position, so good lap from him. 1 minute 26.543, 6 minutes 51 seconds to go. Jamboy currently on a fast stop up at the moment, 2.5 times up in the first sector, currently down in 12th position, but has done a massive mistake coming out of the Anderson Bridge sections at the middle sector. He's actually gained a 10th, interesting enough, so we'll see if he could have gained even more time potentially on his third and final run. Jamboy coming down the long back straight, then in towards the final little chicane. Third gear down to second, and then misfiring, it looks like, into first gear coming in towards the last 2 corners. It looks like it is going to be an improvement for Jamboy that should get him marginally up the grid. It puts him into 11th, 1 minute 28.842.
Where is Storm when you need him? This. That's not. That's a lot of rain, man. Jesus. Yeah. Looks like full wets will be in full use here. Oops. Indeed, there is full wets used, and I don't know where my commentating partner went. He just MIA. He's MIA. Where is Storm? For fuck's sakes. He's not even in the fucking call! Where is Storm when I need him, man? Why did he leave? Oh no. Yeah. Oh. World. Play. Multiplayer Grand Prix. Create session, invite only. Uh, Wait, no. Never mind. So.
Did Storm die?
Yes, please mute yourself in game, please. Wet and light cloud. There we go. Now that's it. No. Whoever's not muted in game, please mute yourself. I will not ask you again. Is everyone in Magnus Ship? What are we missing? We're missing Lion Lover. We're missing one more. Who are we missing? Oh yeah, Hekron. Okay, it's loading in. It's, my partner in crime MIA'd on me. This will be fun. Is everyone in? Perfect. So, weekend structure. Create editor. Let's go for the fun part. Not. Oops. P4 is Bongbo. Then wait a minute. Where is Chinese man? Where is monks? Where is... Who is monks? Where is he? Is he in? Ah, there he is. Then chocolate. Oops, one too high. Then Magnus-ship. Then Welsh. Oops. Who left? Ah, it was where were we? There we were. Then Lion. Wait, we're missing two here. for the... Eh. I don't know what's happening. My Discord just reloaded on me. Yeah, I know, guys. I know where you were qualified. I have them. I'm just trying to figure out where everyone is, where they disappeared, and how they disappeared. Confirm changes for now. Who are we missing now? We are missing who are we missing? Who are we missing, guys? We're missing one now. Oh, Hekron's in. Oh yeah, Isaac had to go. Never mind. That's everyone. So let me. So Lion Lover. Then it's Sam Wood. Then it's Kludden. Then Liberty. Then Mr. Hekron. I think that's correct. Let me actually double check that. Yeah, I have that. I have that chocolate. Let me actually double check that it is correct. Yeah, heavy rain, less rain than dry. Yeah. No, I don't. I have it on custom weather. Um, Kevin Ashton, Brisa Bulbo, Monks, Chocolate, Magneship, Sponge, Lion Lover, Sam Wood, it's Kludden and Liberty Walked. There we go. It is correct. Yeah, we're ready to go. Are you ready to go? Ah, I hate doing this by myself, man. Yeah, once again, it is absolutely chugging it down. And I am getting spam called. Loving life. Probably my brother, but yeah. Who are we waiting for? It just says waiting for players. Here we go. Now the countdown started. As the formation lap gets underway, we see Kevin leading the pack in a chaotic track where I think there will be carnage into T1 here. Because I don't trust these slots. No, I'm just kidding. This will be fun to watch. And also commentate. And there's already a crash during the formation lap. That is Chocolade spinning around on the formation lap. No damage during the formation lap. That is. He's a lucky boy. But yeah, we have already seen our first spin of the night, and the race haven't even started. This will be fun as the cars try to get around for the formation lap. This is as we have a second spin under the formation lap, and I do believe that it was it's me that it's Mr. Itzkluden who spun this time. This will be this will be chaos, and he almost drops it into the wall right after he spun. And god, this is some chaos right here. Oh god, why, man? Who in the right mind at EA decided this would be fun in a TRL race? Fine if it was an esports race or something, as Itzkluden is sliding around, and so is the driver ahead, who I think is Liberty Walked. Yes, I do believe it's Liberty Walk who is sliding all over the place, and yeah, everyone trying to get some heat into the tires, which yeah. And we are waiting for the final car to line up on the grid, and there he is. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and Liberty has a drive-through penalty for jumping the start, and we're on the way. Ashton taking the lead into turn 1. Good battle into turn 1 there. No contact. Is there carnage behind? No. Clean turn 1, clean turn 2. Love to see it. Yeah, lovely anti-jinx there. As Ashton has taken the lead from Kevin instantly after the 5 red lights, as there's a yellow flag behind, and Hecarim is already out, and there's a vertical safety car out. That was quick. Hecarim is out. That is quite unfortunate. I am not sure what happened, but I see some front wing damage on Liberty's car there. That can explain what happened. Contact between them two maybe, as the possible race strategy sets, it will be a one stop for full width, but that we know that's not the case, since the rain is going to lighten up and then eventually go dry. But we'll see if we make it till to the end or not, as the virtual safety car is still out. Hopefully ending soon, as we see Ashton weaving like a madman in first place there. Kevin close behind, so is Ryusapu, and so is Balbo, so is everyone down to P7. They are all in close proximities here, as the virtual safety car is still out. It's a long as there's contact. I think it was contact between Kevin and Ashton there. Looked like it, as the virtual safety car has ended and it's go. Great start, great restart from Ashton there. Put a 6/10 gap, leaving Kevin vulnerable into turn 1, but Ryusapu doesn't go for the move there. Is there any action happening behind? I don't think there is. No, everyone keeping in a single file line because no one wants to risk. As there is, I think that it's Kludden going, as he also has a missing end plate on his front wing there. He must also been involved in that crash with Heckron there, as Liberty is in the pits. Fixes front wing, that hurts a lot. He will be 30 seconds behind minimum already. With a pit stop on lap 2. Let's see where he fills out. 35 seconds behind, as Ashton keeps the lead. Drifting into the corner like a pro. We love to see it. Every driver drifting through these corners. It's so fun to see in this slippery condition, as the front two already have a 1.4 second gap to P3 there. That is good for the two leaders there. Not so good for the pack behind. Let's see if the two boys can work together and create a bigger gap. Let's see behind. Let's see if Balbo wants to go for a move. Maybe not here, but maybe into turn 1. Maybe into the final 2 corners. Doubt it though, as he's too far back. Yeah. As Ashton sets a fastest lap of 1:47.051, the new fastest lap of the race. No move into turn 1 from Balbo. Nothing happening behind as well. Everyone wants to play it safe. No one wants to risk any more damages or another crash, so you have to pit. Yeah, that front wing damage for its Glidden there is hurting him a lot, especially in these conditions. As he has a huge moment, back end steps out as Balbo goes for the move on the Ryusapu, and he gets past. Ryusapu does fight back, and he defends the position well. Oh, there's contact behind! There's contact! What has happened? There was some contact. More contact! And there's a T-bone collision. Car stuck on track. Will that be a second safety car? Or is he moving? That is Monk stationary. That is a second virtual safety car of the evening. Close proximities in wet condition will create carnage. We already know that. We've seen it before in Tyrrell, and it's a no shocker here. 3 laps in, 2 virtual safety cars in full wet conditions. Nothing new really. I do believe it was Magnusheep involved in that collision as well, as Monks gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting there. As the guys in 3 and 4 are very close to each other. Balbo almost overtaking Ryusapu under yellow flags under safety car condition, which is not allowed and will be punished by either the in-game stewards or after the session. as the top 5, top 6 really are pretty close to each other. There's a 4.5 second gap to P2 from Ryusapo there. The gap is growing bigger and bigger, which is lovely for the two leaders there. They want as big as a gap for when the rain lets off. As we see 3 guys jumping into the pits, and the safety car is the virtual safety car is now, it's green lights again, and let's see if there's a move lined up here for Balbo. Will he dive down the inside, or will he keep it safe? He decides to keep it safe. For now at least, there is a 1.7 second gap to P5 there from Balbo, so they are, as of now, safe from behind. Let's see if Welsh Sponge have anything to say. If he wants, if he has a move lined up, he pulls out, but decides not to go for the move there. Risky move. Could have ended in a huge crash for both of them. Smart to back off there. As Sponge's back end steps out, but he saves it quite nicely there. Yeah, and Sapu is now getting a small gap to Balbo there. Balbo needs to keep closer if he wants that overtaking capabilities, which he can't as he's 5 tenths behind. Ashton already has a 2 second lead over Kevin there. That's great for the leader. Not so great for the man in P2 as Ryusap is catching, as Monks has decided to retire from the session, and that's a full course safety car. I don't think he retired, I think he crashed actually. By the looks of the minimap, that's a fault of my own. I thought he was in the pits. No, he looks like he has crashed, and the full course safety car is out, as we can see there. So that will put the race under neutral conditions. So Ashton's 3 second lead now over Kevin will fade away. Sadly, that is not what he wanted to see. Kevin did not want to see a safety car as well, because now his gap to P3 is gonna fade away, and now he will be very vulnerable from a real Zappa behind, a quick Mexican behind, and a quick Balbo behind. So we'll see if they can manage to pull away after the safety car restart or not, as the safety car is waiting after turn 3, I do believe it is, for Ashton to get picked up. As Ashton decides to jump into the pits, does Kevin that? Kevin does as well. What are these two cooking, as Welsh Sponge gets a 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings? They are going on to the intermediates. It seems to be shutting it down there. The rain hasn't seemed to lighten up at all. That's interesting from the top 3 there. Balbo goes on to another pair of wets, full wets that is. But behind the 4 behind, the 5 drivers behind, no, the 4 drivers behind, also on intermediate. As was that an overtake? No, he overtake him while he was in the pit. That's fine. So most of the drivers, rain seems to let off a bit now. Just a tiny bit, not that much at all. It's not raining as much as it did at the start of the race though, that's for sure. It is very much getting lighter and lighter. So I think that's a great switch for the leaders there. Volvo might be in some trouble here. I think the full wets will be tired to be on for a couple more laps, then the intermediates will take over. As we are waiting for it's Kludden and Liberty to catch up to the field, as Ashton decides to pit again. Or does he? No, he stays out, but he loses a couple of positions from that. What on earth is Ashton doing? He lost 2 positions on that. What on earth was he thinking? As Magship does decide to jump into the pits onto the intermediates as well. He will now have to catch up to the queue. He will not be last though, as that still goes to Liberty. He is still 50 odd seconds behind the safety car queue at the current moment. Yeah, I'm still... What was Ashton thinking there? I'm so confused. If this is a giga brain move from Ashton, then fair play, but I don't think it is. I don't see it being one. I think he fucked up completely here. I think he messed up completely. That's... only time will tell. We are on lap 7 out of 31. Safety car still out. Liberty is 20 odd seconds away from the pack now. By the looks of it, the safety car I don't believe will be in for this lap. Maybe it will. Liberty might have that Lightning McQueen gene in him after all. As for entering sector 3 now, will the safety car go in or not? We will soon get to know. Safety car is in the lap. Liberty was not that far away, so it was enough for it to go in. As Kevin leads us on their way after what I believe was a huge blunder from Ashton there. As Kevin is weaving on the straights, keeping control of the car, trying to get some heat into the tires, cool them down maybe. And Kevin has gone. That's a great restart. Almost already over a second already on P2. Will Ashton go for the move into turn 1 on rear Zappa there? He maybe will. I don't know. I don't know. He won't. He's playing the long game here. Oh, gaining a lot during braking. There's already a 1.2 second gap to P2 from Kevin there. Great restart for him. Ashton is all over the back of rear Zappa there. Rear Zappa is not comfortable at all as Ashton dives down. Goes past him into the into turn what? Turn 6, I believe that is. Yeah, turn 6. As Kevin extends his lead by 2 tenths in that small sector of the track. It's down to 1.2 here. Ashton does seem very, very quick. Wonder if it is a wet versus dry setup there on Ashton and Kevin. Sure seems like it. Since with the amount of time he is managing to gain. Let's see if there is something happening further back. Is there a move lined up? I don't think there is. No, Welsh Sponge did not want to go for the move now. He had a small look to the inside, but for better not to. Don't want to lose getting front wing damage there. As the gap to P3 from Ashton is now over a second. Will he manage to catch up to Kevin as Ashton sets a 1 minute 42.542 as the fastest lap? So the track is definitely quicker now by about 5 seconds since last fastest lap. That was Ashton's as well before the safety car. Is Chocolate looking to dive down the inside of Sam Wood? There is. Sam Wood is off the track. That might be. Sam Wood might have questions and want to report that after. That was certainly elbows out. He got certainly pushed off the track. That it's something the stewards might want to look into. As Sam lost almost a second of that as well. It was a very aggressive S. That's glitched, by the way. It's not a safety car. As Risapu apparently sets the fastest first sector of the race. Let's see if he can go on to grab the fastest lap here. As Ashton have caught up to Kevin there. He's within a second. We'll just close around that proximity. And Risapu does set the fastest lap at 1:42.210. A good lap from Risapu there. Is it enough to put the pressure on the lads ahead? I don't think so. I think they will work together and pull ahead here. But look at the determination from the Mexican there, sliding, wanting to go even faster than the car will allow. As I believe Magnus Sheep will look to make a move, if not Sponge. They are very close together. Him, Magnus Sheep, Sponge, and Lion over there. I think there is a move coming here soon. Welsh looked into the inside there, but decided not to go to pressure it. No move as of yet. There is a 1.3 second gap between P2 and P3, 7/10 gap between P1 and P2. Is no look of any moves lined up here as Ashton sets the fastest lap, a 1:41.477. I do believe it was. Let me actually double check that. No, sorry, it was a 1:41.727. That's what it was. Snatches the fastest lap away from Mr. rear zapper as I saw it's Kluden having a huge tank zapper there, manages to save it quite good. Will Ashton go for a move on this or the next lap? That's the question. Will it be close enough to go for a move? Will Kevin let the door open, or will he defend with all his might? As there is very close between Welsh, Sponge and Line over there, and between Sponge and Mandersheep, but no move is getting done. As Samwood gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I think is that his second one of the day. Let's have a look. No, that's his first one of the day, I believe. Yeah. As the one I was thinking of was Elephant Monks, who got a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. As another fastest lap from Ashton. He is really pumping in the faster laps here. He really wants that P1 snatched away from Kevin. He is very determined to get that win, as Welsh does cut at the wall there, touches it with his tires. No damage, I believe, but could hinder his move attempt here, as it's very close between Lion Lover, Sam Wood, Welsh Sponge, Magnitude, and it's Kluden. There are 5 drivers here in very close proximities. Will we see a move getting done? I hope so. I want some action here. As we ride on board now with Welsh. Fantastic, we get to see. Oh! Almost driving straight into Lion Lover's back there. I think I heard some contact from behind. I think Magnitude accidentally touched Lion Lover's back there. Did sound like it, but I am not very sure. Is there a move lined up here? No. Everyone driving in a silver land, as there is a yellow flag behind us. It's Kluden, Spawn, and is that? Yeah. Part of his front wing is gone. He manages to keep it going, but will he survive back to the pits? Don't believe so. Is there a move brewing up here for Ashton? No. We plays the waiting game. Very close between the two leaders here. A 2.7 second gap to P3. Will Ashton go for the move? I don't think he will, as there's another yellow flag behind, as it's once again it's Kluden spinning it. Did he lose more of his front wing, or no? Doesn't look like it. He just spun it. Question is, will he make it to the pits, or will he cause a safety car? That is the question. As Ashton might want to go for a move here, and that is a safety car. He did cause it, didn't he? Or no? I don't know. That's Balbo going slowly. That's Balbo going very slowly. Balbo going into the pits of the full wet there. He will lose a couple of positions, as safety car neutralizes the race. That is, line lover gets a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's unfortunate, as Magnaship goes on to the mediums, as Excluding gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting as well, while trying to drive into the pits. Mediums! It's still raining out there! Is this medium what? Excluding goes into the mediums as well! It's still oh, yeah. Yeah, let's see how it goes for the two medium drivers. As Liberty gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Let's see what the leaders does. Do they decide to follow the train, or do they decide to stick out the weather? They decide to jump into the pits. Is there something I am not aware of? Ooh, Ashton nearly collided with the wall there. And that is a new set of inters for Ashton. Kevin, what is Ashton going up to? He is going also into a fresh set of inters. Yeah, I just don't see it being fucking so is up. They're going into a fresh set of inters as well. As Chocolade takes the lead of the Singapore Grand Prix. He is now the leader on 9-lap old inters. Will that hurt him, or will he survive until the dry period? That's the question. As the German driver is picked up by the virtual Bert Mylander in that safety car. In that Mercedes safety car, I do believe it is. Yes, it is. As we're waiting for the pack to catch up, and I see more and more drivers. I see 3 drivers going on to the mediums. I see 4 drivers now going on to the mediums. They're hoping the rain will end during the safety car, I believe. That would be something, wouldn't it? We're halfway through the race here at Marina Bay. As we're waiting for the drivers to catch up, 4 guys are on the mediums. I want to see how this goes for them, because it just doesn't seem dry at all. As Chocolade gets disqualified for ignoring yellow flags. as it's included and also DNF. I don't know what happened there. I was just looking down at my phone. Um, looking down at my phone, trying to read what's happening in the chat. Oh, yeah, I can see how that's impossible to drive, especially in the wet. It's good, and that is, yeah, that's. Yeah, is it just me or has it stopped raining as well? Oh god, it's starting to get dry out there, and the leading five are still on Inters. Oh god. Yeah. This will be a fun second half of the race. Yeah, boy. Oh, this will be a fun race now. As the safety car does go in this lap, and Kevin will lead the restart with Inters on a, what I can tell, a dry track. That's what I can see. I don't know what they see because it's apparently somewhat different for spectators and racers. I don't know how the track feels. I don't know if it's damp or anything. It just looks bone dry to me. I don't see any standing water or anything, as Kevin has decided to go, as everyone except Kevin decides to go pit. Oh, is that a... Well, everyone except Welsh, Sponge and Kevin from the Inter decide to pit, as Sam Wood gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I think, is that his second one? Yeah, surely that's his second one. Sam Wood will be faster, so will Magnaship. Magnaship in P4, looking ahead towards Sam Wood. Sam Wood is on a lap fresher tires than Magnaship though, so that might be a bit hard for him to maneuver, as I didn't see who left. Maybe one of the DNFs, I am not sure. As the bottom three now is looking to catch up to the safety car. Oh, not safety car, to the leading pack. Ashton and Welsh has to pit this lap. They have to, otherwise the race is ruined. It's fully dry out there. And they will be undercut by the bottom three here as well. They are catching up quickly. 20-second gap now. The gap is closing. 19.5, 19.4, 19.2. It's closing as Welsh, as Sam Wood goes into P2. As Kevin does dive into the pit, so does Welsh, Sponge. As Sam Wood gets the fastest lap of a 1:35.305. So it is definitely dry out there now. Let's see where they will come out in regards of the bottom three here. Ashton is making it around the final corner now. How far back will Kevin be of Ashton when he comes out? That's the question. So Kevin is in P7. He is, as Balbo gets a 3-second time penalty, ahead of Kevin there. He is 4 seconds, approximately 4 seconds behind. Could have been worse. Could have been better. That's approximately 5 as Kevin dives down the inside of Balbo there without hesitation. Easy pass for him. He is now looking forward for Ryosapu and his rear wing there. It's a 3.5 second gap, 3.6 second gap now. How quick will that go down, or how quick will that gap go up? Because Ryo doesn't have any DRS, so that is a problem for him if he wanted that from Ashton. Will Kevin have time to catch up to the rest, or is that a huge misplay from Kevin? As Mandership gets the fastest lap, a 1:32.134, taking it away from Sam Wood, and Mandership goes takes the lead. I think I saw a Sam Wood there, but I'm not sure. We'll see what happens after the race. Mandership is leading the Grand Prix with Kevin already passing Ryosapu goes into the pit, so does Balbo. And Kevin gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That is not what he wanted. Hunting Ashton, and Ryosapu decides to retire. So there's only 8 finishers now out of the 13 starting. As Balbo is into the pits for a new set of mediums. I don't know, maybe had some damage. I am quite unsure. Ashton does have a 13.4 second gap towards the lead group there. The lead group consists of Mandership, Sam Wood, Lion Lover, and Liberty Wolf. Mandership has done great though, gotten a 2.2 second gap to P2. That's exactly what he needs now with 12 laps to go. 11 laps to go here in the Marina Bay Street Circuit. As Lion Lover gets past Sam Wood, and so does Liberty. Liberty goes up to P3. Will Liberty dive down the inside into turn 1? And he does, and there was contact. 2 goes wide. And Lion Lover stays in P2, Sam Wood into P3. Liberty has to settle with P4 as there is a safety car for some reason. Kevin decides to jump into the pits. That might be smart. Will he go into the softs? Oh, it's fresh mediums. Okay, that's quite smart from the Dutch driver. I am quite unsure what caused that safety car. I am very unsure. I am not sure. I didn't see any debris fall off the contact there into turn 1. Let's see. Oh, I have no clue who caused the safety car. No clue. Will Balbo get ahead of Welsh Sponge? No, he doesn't. Balbo has settled for behind. And that's not what Balbo wanted. As Liberty got past Sam Wood during the safety car, he has to let him back past though. Oh. I accidentally tabbed out there. That's my boat. As do we see Mandership pit? Yes, we does. He goes on to the fresh mediums. Lion Lover does pit. Liberty does not pit. Liberty resumes the lead of the race. Does anyone else? Yes, everyone else behind does pit. Sam Wood goes on to soft. So does Lion Lover. Mandership stays onto the mediums. What does Ashton go on to? He goes on to new mediums as well. He will stay ahead of Kevin there with a lap fresher soft. That's crucial for his battle for the win. Oh no! Liberty Vote forgot to pit, and that's why he's leading. He said it himself. He was supposed to pit and is now out on the oldest tires out there, 5-lap old mediums. They could go to them, but with 2 soft runners and 2 very quick drivers, or shall I say 4 very quick drivers in Magnus. Sam Wood has retired from the Grand Prix. What on earth happened there? As he crashed during the safety car. He did a Grosjean. He did a Roman Grosjean during a safety car. Oh no! His car exploded. Oh no! Well, about that, we're now down to 7 finishers of the 13 starting. That is, yeah, fun. I have no clue what happened to Sam Wood there. That is very confusing. That was an interesting line from, who was it? I have no clue who took the interesting line. As Liberty now decides to pit, he will not be out ahead of Kevin, but maybe out ahead of the 2 drivers behind, Welshbunch and Balbo Escobar. I don't think so though. Let's see. Liberty Vote for leaving the pit box now. No, he will be dead last here after forgetting to pit. That's unlucky for him. Looked like a good race for him. Just turned sour quite quickly. P7 still not bad. Still not bad at all. But I mean, he was fighting for the top end of the points. And Lion Lover asked Ashton to be nice and calm here. And Sponge just told him to hold him up. Oh, this will be a fun restart. We are on lap 23 out of 31. Magnus Sheep still leads the Grand Prix after Liberty forgetting to pit. And yes, Lion Lover right behind on those fresh softs. I don't know if they're fresh, but it says they're fresh. Of 1 lap old soft. The safety car will most likely be in this lap. This will be, it's a sprint shootout till the end. Boys, good luck, have fun. As the safety car is in this lap, was there debris from behind? Looked like some debris was shooting, but I am not sure. I don't think there was. As we are following Lion Lover here. Let's see how good of a restart he gets against Magnus Sheep. And when will Magnus Sheep decide to go? That's the question. Magnus Sheep decides to go now. Or not. He decides to wait until the final moment and goes now. That's a great read from Lion Lover and takes the lead into turn 1. Will Ashton follow? Ashton does follow through into P2. Where does Kevin go? Kevin tries to go down around the outside but doesn't seem to get it to stick. Kevin still P4 behind Magnus Sheep here. Magnus Sheep has lost 2 positions on that restart. That was a shocking race restart from Magnus Sheep, the former race leader. Now Lion Lover leading on those fresh softs. Will he be able to keep Mr. Ashton behind, or will the rapid driver get past? As Kevin does get past around the outside. Is there enough space? There's some wheel banging, but Kevin does get past. There's more wheel banging between Magnus Sheep and Welshbunch. Magnus Sheep is down to P5. The race we start has gone from bad to worse for the former race leader. He went from P1 to P5 in a single lap. It's not good. It's not good at all. As now Balbo looks to make a move on the former race leader here. Will he manage to make it stick? No, he doesn't go for it. He does not go for it. He keeps it safe. Will Kevin go for a move on to P2 though to get past Ashton, the guy he's been fighting all game? Or will Ashton go for a move on P1? Doesn't look like it as of now. Into the final corner they go. Will we see moves into turn 1? We see Ashton gaining. We see Kevin gaining. No move into turn 1 as of now. All three playing it quite safe. Let's see behind. No moves behind. Nope. Will we see a move here? No, we don't. Everyone tries to keep it safe. Everyone is waiting for the final moment. The driver is behind now. Does have DRS. Will Ashton go for the move? Seems like it goes around the outside. Dives to the inside now. Gets the move up into P2. Lion Lover goes wide. Lion Lover does fight back. There is some contact made, I think. I saw Kevin a bit out of shape there, but he is now good. He has caught up. And there's a ghosted car. Is that Manuship ghosted? No, that's Welsh Sponge ghosted. I have no clue what's going on behind here at all. As I see Welsh Sponge ghosting. Is he still ghosted? I don't think so. As he keeps his position. As Kevin goes up into P2. Ashton goes into P1. Will Ashton now drive away and win this? Or will it be a close fight till the end? There is 7 laps remaining of this Marina Bay Street Circuit Grand Prix. Kevin does close the gap quite a bit to Ashton there. Ashton with no DRS, Kevin with DRS. Will we see a move into turn 1? I don't think we do. Doesn't look like it. No, he's trying to play the long game here. He knows what to strike. He's smart. He's smart within that cockpit. We saw it. We saw it qualifying. I mean, taking pretty much pole with mediums. He's a very quick driver, but so is Ashton, getting that P2 with, I think it was like 6,000ths of a second. Oh no, 600ths of a second behind. As there is 2 and somewhat tenths separating the 2 leaders here. They have already put like 1.5 second gap to P2. This is a great battle for the win, ladies and gentlemen. Who will end up victorious? Keep in mind, Kevin does have that 3-second time penalty that will see him promoted to P2. How they finish? He might be even be promoted to P3 if they don't get out of that 3-second. It's now 2 seconds in 5 laps. They need a second on P2 as Mothership goes for a move on Welsh, and they're going side by side. I think it was Welsh that cut the corner there, but fine through there as Mothership does go up to P4. Lila ahead, 1.1 second ahead. And Kevin is now 2.4 seconds ahead of Lion Lover. So he has gained 4 tenths in a couple of corners time. That is good news for the driver with a penalty, for the driver in P2. He needs that 3 second. It's now up to 2.7, 2.8 even. They are gaining, and Kevin goes for the move on Ashton. He makes it stick. Kevin is up to P1 here. Sorry. Will Ashton fight back? Ashton knows he doesn't need to fight back since Kevin has that penalty. But will Kevin now try to pull a gap on Ashton? That will be quite hard because both are immensely quick. I don't see him pulling a gap. There's now a 3.1 second gap to P3 there. Kevin at the moment is safe, but question is, will he be safe when on the final lap? Ashton does keep good with Kevin here. He doesn't need to go for an overtake since Kevin has that penalty. See what Magnaship will does. He is looking. He was looking to the inside, but decides not to go for a move there. He is very close to Lion Lover. Will he make a move into T1 here? That's the question. He is 2 attempts behind, and Welsh gets a 3-second time penalty behind Magnaship there. So that is not what Sponge needed at all. No move into turn 1 there. The gap between Kevin and Ashton has now risen to 4 tenths of a second. It's not enough as it stands. Kevin would need to find another 3.6 tenths in 4 laps, approximately 3.5 laps, and that's just not happening really, as Lion Lover and Magnaship are fighting for the final podium spot. No penalties between them two, so this position is completely legitimate, and no one will be pushed back from this fight. As we're following on board with Magnaship here. As he turns on the arrest, will he go for a move into the sharp right-hander? He goes down the inside, and there was wheel bagging, contact made, no damage what I can see though. Magnaship does fight back all the way up into the chicane, and Magnaship yields. That brings Welsh and Bulbo close. The Liberty has fallen off 5.5 seconds behind dead last, and Kevin is now 100% safe from Lion Lover. Lion Lover is now 6 seconds behind Kevin. Kevin is not shaken away as Magnaship goes for a move into P3. Magnaship now has a podium for now, but will Lion Lover fight back, or will another driver from behind fight back? Keep in mind the 2 drivers behind Sponge go for a move, and this contact is front wing flying everywhere. Front wing flying everywhere. Whose front wing is off? Whose front wing is off? That I do believe it was a piece of Lion Lovers and Sponge's front wings. Both of them front wing end plates are off. Yeah. 2 front wing end plates are off, and it's on Sponge and Lion Lover. So the race goes from bad to worse. Lion Lover with no penalty, Sponge with that penalty, as Sponge goes straight on, couldn't turn into the corner, and Sponge is now down to dead last. Liberty up to P6. And Liberty is catching Lion Lover faster with that broken front wing. Let's see if we can catch him before the race ends. Will the 2... Oh, Liberty does clash the wall there. Doesn't seem to be any damage. He goes though, not anymore. Will we see Lion Lover pit, or will he continue out with the damage? He does decide to keep out. Lion Lover does not have a penalty, but Liberty does. And Lion Lover does go very, very wide into the final corner there. Surely might be a warning for as Welsh get a 10-second speeding into, and Welsh decides to retire from the race. That is 6 finishers out of the 13 starters. Welsh Sponge decided to give up. He will get the points in the hand since he showed more than 90% of the Grand Prix. But he has given up. He doesn't feel like there's a chance catching up with the 10-second added time penalty. Question is, will Liberty be able to make a move, and will he get a 3-second gap? I do believe it is. Yeah, he does need a 3-second gap. Will he be able to make it, as as Lion Lover does clash the wall once again with that front wing damage? Will Liberty go for a move soon? Will he go for a move into the DRS zone there? He is very close. He's 2.5 tenths away. Now 4 tenths away. DRS will be activated soon. 4. And he goes for a move, and there's more contact, and they crash into each other into a wall. Liberty also gets front wing damage. I don't know who to blame there. We'll see what the stewards does think after the race. But that is a wild crash from the two back markers here, as Kevin has not been able to shake off Ashton at all on the final lap. Ashton just knows that he has to just stay behind to have this win in the back. He just knows it. Uh, and by the looks of it, he is just gonna keep behind here and not go for a stupid move to potentially ruin his race. He doesn't need to. He has to win in the back. Doesn't just needs to sit behind. Let the penalty do its job. As Kevin will most likely take the checkered flag, but he will fall down to P2 with that 3-second time penalty. Rounding the final two corners for the final time of tonight, Kevin wins on track, but that promotes Ashton to P1 after Kevin's penalty. Ashton is your Singapore Grand Prix winner. A fantastic battle from the two winners there, P1 and P2. Fantastic battle for all through the race. Ended with a sad penalty for Kevin there, and yeah, kind of ruined his race. And we see Lion Lover fend off Liberty into the final corner, and Lion Lover does go home and take P5 and Liberty P6. As Liberty Walk gets driver of the day. Got no time to screenshot the final results. Love this game, man. Love it so much. We'll have to fetch it from Stream Lightor, as I accidentally left commentary, but it's fine. We are